Alright. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who this is, and if you don't know, this is a stud with no name. But you can go ahead and call me Saw. I kind of like grew away from the YouTube name I had. Anyway, along with changes that's been going on, I'm not here to talk about changes in my life, but I am going to talk about these Wicks. And if you don't know what Wicks is, you know, like you see the rappers with their hairstyle, you know what I'm saying, similar to mine's. As you can see, mine's is wicked up, and that's the way it is. Alright, so back in October, I started wicking my hair in October 2018. I was wicking my own hair. So I got a little tired of that, and at that time it wasn't big, not where I live at, not at all. It's still not that big, even 3-4 years later. So I mean, not, yeah, 3 years later. All right, so you know what I'm saying. My son last year wanted his hair to be, you know, wicked up, and that's when he showed me, you know what I'm saying, the Florida rappers, you know, had this wick style and stuff, and I really like the longer wicks. I've always seen shorter wicks. If you see, you know what I'm saying, like some African videos and things like that, you'll see that they are, you know, a little bit shorter. You know, they're not all long and things like that. But or Haitian. Let me say that you got Jamaicans, Haitians, and Africans that will, you know, like lock their hair like this. They call them bonks and, you know, different names. Just do your research. All right, so back to what I was saying. In November of 2020, I had put the wicks back in my hair, but this time, this was after a low cut, and I had a fade. So what I did was I wicked all my little dreads up. They was about this small at the time, and I put extensions on top of them. I will put another video up here so you can see that. I tried to upload it a few months back, but I got sidetracked as normal, you know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know that's just the way I am. Moving on. So anyway, as I started making more and more extensions and stuff like that and putting them in my hair, people started to look at them, and people, you know, was starting to really like admire them, because as you can see, they look very natural. You can't tell that it's not my hair. Well, you can see where I had a rubber band right here, but you literally cannot see that it's not attached to my hair. You know what I'm saying? And so people like really like that, and I felt like, you know what I'm saying, it's real important for your hair to look natural if you are wearing extensions. I don't know how a lot of females feel how important that is, but to me it does, because I am not a female that, you know, really was into extensions until later on in the years. The reason why I got into extensions is, well, 2 reasons. 1, I have ADHD. 2, I have eczema. Now, the main thing is my eczema, because my eczema will make me scratch my hair out, and when you scratch with eczema, it leads to scarring. So sometimes the hair cannot grow back through the scarring, so it'll thin out, or either it'll grow back thin instead of thick. And so also with the ADHD, I literally will take a string and just keep pulling them out one by one, and then that leads to bald spots. So you know what I'm saying, I'll show that later on, well, hopefully. So the wicking helped me not pull my hair out. If I have it like this, I have to use a tool. You know what I'm saying? If I want to take them out, or, well, I was trying to find a smaller one, but this is a crochet tool. This is one of them. You'll see the other ones later on, but it helps me, you know what I'm saying, with my ADHD, because of the fidgetive, and it's like, you know, like a repetitive motion of, you know, making these dreads. And then it helps with the eczema part because I really can't get underneath to scratch it. But at the same time, it makes me scratch harder because I can't get to the exact spot. So the spot that's around it just feels just as good when I scratch it. It's real weird. So anyway, right now, I'm gonna show y'all that I am going to make smaller dreads. I am going to make these dreads into smaller dreads. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna cut them down and I'm gonna open them back up and then I'm gonna put them back together. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, no, like for real, like seriously. So like right now, over time, like I said, when I was making the dreads, I started and when the people was admiring them, they offered to pay for them. So I literally made, you know what I'm saying, several $100s making people dreads, you know what I'm saying, which I thought was like really, really cool. Also, I learned how to make the dreads very soft, how to make them where they, you know what I'm saying, flow. They're not, you know, all stiff and stuff like that. Like right now, these dreads are stiff. But as you will see me working on these, you will start to see that they're going to be like, you know what I'm saying, flexible, if that makes sense. So with every move and stuff you make, it's going to move with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is how it's going to go. Right now, these are royal blue and black. So I made these like this because blue is my favorite color and I just wanted to do something different. So I researched and researched real hard. No one has their hair like this. Why? Because this kind of style is from a childhood jump rope. You remember those jump ropes that was like red, white, and blue? And like when you turn them, they hit the ground like real, real hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I made these like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember it? It's just 2 colors instead of 3 colors. So, but that's gonna be my little trademark because no one on the web have it. I even use Google Lens to see if anybody had it, and they don't. So I think I'm gonna stick to that. Like I said, these are gonna be semi-permanent. That was another reason why I started to wick my hair with extensions, because I was gonna leave it in permanently. But over time, I had to find out which color was gonna be really blended with my hair. I started off with dark brown, even though I know my hair is black. But at the same time, when the sun hit it, sometimes it could be like changing. You just never know. But my hair is really black. My hair is actually 1B. So when I had the regular black looks somewhat lighter than my hair. So I had to, again, get different hair. And so now we're finally with the hair that, you know, matches my hair color. You understand what I'm saying? So you see how the light hit it, and like you see like a little hint of, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But that's just the way it is. Because literally, my hair is at the beginning of these, and I just added on to the bottom of the hair. So as you can see, that's how I make it like really, really blend in. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really see it. As far as you see like this new growth stuff, I take a sponge and you know, like go across it just to give it that new growth look again. Just making it look natural. I really care about that when I'm doing someone's hair, and especially if when I'm doing mine, because you gotta wear it. So hopefully y'all can like stay tuned and see what's gonna unfold with this. I'm gonna go back over these because like I said, I don't want the blue to be like very, very blue, but at the same time I'm not really sure. So I might just blend it in a little bit more just to give it a, I don't know, like the dye is like dying out. See like this? Excuse me. So you see like how this look? But I mean, being that it's the lighting or whatever, I guess the light is on too bright. But if you see over time, you will see that it's gonna fade. And I came a long way when I started to add the hairs together, because at first it used to be very clean cut, very clean cut. So then I had to learn how to, like, like really looking at my friends' hair, how their hair is blended when they dye it. I was looking at it and it was like more like in this area. So I started to learn how to do it like that, just to give it an authentic look. And so far so good. Like I said, it works for me. You know what I'm saying, a lot. And it's just really beneficial, especially if you do have you know what I'm saying, like a mental issue where you are too fidgetive, or you move too much. I feel like this would be a good exercise for you. It beats, you know what I'm saying, messing with stuff that you shouldn't mess with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just helps you, like, be focused on one thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very hard to just be focused on one thing. But to watch how it looks when it come out, that is just great. It's just the time consumed on trying to get it to look like something. Oh, this is a little message. But yeah, so I'm not gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to show y'all what is going on. Like I said, you can look back at my old video. I think it's like haircut in 5 minutes or something like that, and it will show you, you know what I'm saying, that my hair, how it had came out from the eczema and from me pulling it and stuff. And see, like, even right now today, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I have like these little small hairs that's outside of this. This is why I am making smaller individual dreads, because I don't want the weight of this to be, hanging on, you know what I'm saying, a small portion of it. So I'd rather just go ahead and just take these out and just make smaller dreads. So I hope that y'all will stay tuned and look out for that. That'll be here soon. I'm gonna try to do it this week so I can be not focused, so I can be a little consistent with doing my hair, because at the same time, like I said, I have to take these out to put in the smaller dreads. But right now I have to make all the smaller dreads. Like I said, I do them by hand, and I really have to, take my time when I am making them, because again, I want them to look like real authentic dreads, not just extension dreads like you just buy online, where it's very straight, and no one's dread is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's dread is straight. It's just not. And you know that when you had dreads or have dreads, from all the twisting, you got your little knots and whatever going down it. Not knots, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just more like, see, like this. Let me see. Okay, so you really can't see the pattern. It's not going to show you the pattern because it look real shiny. I'm going to try to like fix that, because the blue is actually brighter than what it is. Well, no, not really. Like this right here, it really is showing the blue, but it's showing the blue very bright, like it's like a neonish, but it's really darker. So it's a royal blue, something like this. That is how the blue look. So like I said, a little bit darker, more like this. The blue is really this color. All right, that's a perfect it's perfect. That's exactly what color this blue is. It's not this color. It's this color. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to share with y'all what I was doing. After I get these done or whatever, I'm gonna boil these. I'm also gonna bring in the hairs that's on the outside, because as you can see, there's like some frizzy and stuff. Again, I have it faded into each other just to give it a dyed look. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me let y'all go. You know how I be rambling on and stuff. I try to make it a short video, but it's 14 minutes freaking long. I'm really, really sorry about that. I will try better to not talk so much in the video. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Please share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, let's get this thing popping. All right.